Microsoft's E3 conference took place yesterday. We got to see Forza Horizon 4, we saw Gears of War 5, we saw Cyberpunk 2077, and we saw not gonna lie, this gave me goosebumps. The music kicking in and Master Chief with his iconic helmet had me going,
"Oh, Halo! Whoa! Halo 6, my boy! Whoa! Whoa!"
Halo Infinite was announced yesterday, and while the teaser didn't show us much, it showed us enough to spawn a multitude of theories. So today we'll be breaking down the teaser and discussing a few theories of Halo Infinite. First, let's look at the elephant in the room, the art style. Every fan of classic Halo can now rejoice, because Master Chief will be returning in his classic Mark VI armor. It looks beautiful. The helmet retains the shape of the new one, but opts for the comparatively less detail of the old helmet. Now, as to why we are seeing the old armor instead of the new one, there's no official word on it yet, but there is a theory that we'll be discussing in a moment. We also saw the D77TC Pelican, which looks absolutely stunning from what we've seen of it. It looks to be the Halo 2 anniversary model, which is a big plus. The Marines also appeared in the Reach style armor, but if you look closely, they are holding Halo 4 style battle rifles. And the Warthog towards the end of the trailer is also the new Warthog, not the old one. This indicates that the new art style will be a mixture of both the old and the new one, which I'm all for, to be honest. The second thing that probably has you excited are those jaw-dropping visuals, and those are made possible by the brand new Slipspace engine. Now, from what we know right now, it is a brand new engine built from the ground up, not an expanded version of the Halo 5 engine. The teaser is made completely in the game engine, which is honestly a huge surprise, since the trailer does look so good. The engine delivers graphics so good that they rival a blurred cutscene, which is absolutely mind-blowing, seen as how complex and hyper-realistic the blurred cutscenes are. Halo has always had a huge emphasis on graphics. Halo 2 was one of the best looking games on the original Xbox. Halo 3 used technologies that have allowed the game to age really well, and Halo 4 won multiple awards for best visuals. So it's no surprise that Halo Infinite would look this good, or possibly even better since the game is still under production. Third, let's talk about the setting. Now, judging by the trailer, the game will take place on a Halo ring. Now, if we go back to this scene, which is seemingly a campsite, and here we have a radio that is beeping. Take a listen. Now, the beeping is a Morse code, and multiple people have translated it, and it translates to SOS Zeta Halo Grid, which confirms that this indeed is installation 07, which, let me just say, is a really awesome Easter egg. This, coupled with the name and the emphasis on scenery, suggests that Halo Infinite will be an open world game, which is great since there were lots of complaints of Halo 4 and Halo 5 being too linear. So being able to explore a whole Halo ring, or at least part of it, sounds like a great idea. But the entirety of the game most likely won't take place on the ring. There will probably be parts on the UNSC Infinity, but that has no official confirmation, so we'll just have to wait and let time tell. Now let's go back to the Chief's armor and the Marines. There's a theory going around that Cortana and her army will infiltrate the armory, forcing the UNSC to resort to older equipment. This is supported by the fact that the battle rifles are still the new Halo 5 battle rifles, meaning 343 didn't just completely ditch the new art style. Also, inside the Pelican, we can see a Fight for Her poster, which also supports the theory of them using old equipment, since this poster was last seen in Halo CE, chronologically at least. Another thing I picked up was in this scene, where there is something shown underwater. That something is probably a Sentinel Enforcer, which was last seen in Halo 2. Now, this doesn't mean much other than the fact that we'll be seeing them again. And finally, these cryptic symbols. As of right now, no one has the correct answer as to what these symbols might say. People did try using Forerunner symbols, but they didn't match. People have also tried using ancient human languages such as Norse and Greek because Installation 07 was once home to humans. Until, the Forerunners came along. Anyways, a Reddit user by the name of Kitty Lyncher put up a post saying that they substituted the symbols for English letters and entered them into a cryptogram solver, and they got two answers. The first one being the enemy within, and the other one being Memos Larvae, which translates to ghosts of the past. Now I might be getting a bit too ahead of myself, but both of these seem fitting descriptions for the flood. And seeing as how important the flood was to the history of Installation 07, I'm thinking that this message refers to the flood. Now fingers crossed we do get to fight the flood again. After all, it's been over 10 years since we last fought them in an FPS Halo game. Now that's all I've picked up from the Halo Infinite trailer. If I find anything new, I might post of it on my Twitter, so make sure to go follow me there. Anyways, I'll see you later, so stay macho.